Good day, everybody. I'm Meteorologist Craig Tillison from the Fleetweather Ocean Routing Center in New York State. For today's Sunday, December 4th, 2022, current time is 17Z. Today I'll be briefly discussing the North Indian Tropics. Looking at the Indian Meteorological Department, or RSMC New Delhi, our current tropics outlook for the Bay of Bengal calls for potential low, moderate, then high chance of tropical cyclone development. Low chance in the 1 to 2, moderate in the 2 to 3, and up to high in the 3 to 4 and 4 to 5 day time frames. Looking at our current satellite imagery, we can see a large area of convection going across parts of Indonesia over the central part of the Indian Ocean in association with an equatorial trough. And it's from this equatorial trough that we have a new area of convective activity and or thunderstorms beginning to fire in the northern Malacca Strait, an area of vorticity that is going to be our area of interest for potential tropical cyclone development in the southern Andaman Sea into the central and southern Bay of Bengal. ASCAT imagery has caught these wind barbs, and we now have a consolidating low-level center here in the northern Malacca Strait. You can see some northeasterly winds beginning to back down on the western and southwestern quadrants. This is beginning to completely close off on the western side, and we see some 20 to 25 knot wind barbs. As for that low center that I was just showing in the previous slide, the GEFS ensemble track members have pretty good consensus of a west-northwest track where it is anticipated to develop in the 48-hour time frame, potentially deepening below 1,000 millibars, and at that point would commence potentially becoming a tropical depression and or storm. And then therefore in the 3 to 4 day time frame we have some strengthening, potentially sub 990 millibar tropical cyclone or strong tropical storm. But in the 3 to 4 day time frame, the spread in the exact track becomes a little bit more uncertain, as we see anything from the northern tip of Sri Lanka up to the east central coast of India. And then lastly, looking at the GFS model, again, we see our tropical cyclone, weak low, beginning to exit Malacca Strait, heading west-northwest into the Andaman Sea, and then really beginning to strengthen and organize as we now have winds approaching tropical depression force, 1,004 millibars by December 6th at 0Z. Then that pushes off to the west-northwest, where it's anticipated to strengthen, actually briefly stall, as a new low-level center probably develops and tugs it back to the north briefly, but then moves due west in the Wednesday, December 6th at 12Z time frame. We see it deepen to a 992 millibar tropical cyclone. And then from here, it moves slowly off to the northwest, somewhere along or just off of the southeast coast of India. Please make sure you subscribe to our channel and follow us on LinkedIn to receive all the latest weather and routing news. Once again, this is Craig Tillison from the Fleetweather Ocean Routing Center. Stay connected and safe.